Hi, I'm Marcel with Guaranteed Rate.
And I'm Diana Barnhouse with the Barnhouse Group at Keller Williams.
Welcome back for another week where we're discussing some of the questions that oftentimes buyers or sellers have and some of the concerns and things that they're asking about that they want to be educated on. So this week, I wanted to ask you a little bit about some of the mistakes that you see buyers make. What are some of the biggest mistakes that buyers make when they're going out and beginning their home search?
Well, the first thing is not getting pre-qualified for their home loan. They're super excited about wanting to go see homes, but really that's kind of the first step in the process, is to make sure that you have been pre-qualified or fully approved for your loan, because then you know where your comfort zone, you know what you qualify for. I can't tell you how many times buyers get super excited, and I can see why, but we go out, take a look at the homes, and then they find out that maybe that payment is not quite their comfort zone. Maybe they qualify, but maybe the payment is not their comfort zone.
It wasn't what they were expecting. So yes,
Correct.
I think it's really good in setting expectations. The other thing that I've seen buyers do, and you know, I talk to a lot of buyers before and after they actually go through the process. And sometimes people are naturally hesitant about going through the process, but I can tell you the worst thing is when they decide they're going to hold off, not go ahead and do that pre-qualification or pre-approval, and you help them find the perfect house. They find the house in the right neighborhood, the right size, it has the backyard they're looking for, it has everything, it's priced correctly, and they don't have a letter to make an offer, and that house gets sold to someone else. Because literally a house that is marketed properly, priced correctly, and is in good showing condition, that house is going to move. If it's a great house, it's going to move quickly. And you don't want to be in a position to where you lose out on the perfect house just because you don't have your ducks in a row and have spent, that little bit of time getting pre-qualified or pre-approved on the front end.
That's correct. The other thing I see is some buyers, they might find that perfect home, and I will tell them, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your gut if that's the right home for you. Some people will walk into a home and they go, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that. If it's paint is the easiest fix. You can go in and have it painted, and it can change the entire thing. However, buyers will say, well, let me keep looking. And then they come full circle and they go, that first house we saw, that was it. And now it's no longer available because it was perfect for somebody else, and so they missed the boat.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you bring that up. And the track contract actually has vehicles for those types of situations to where as a buyer, you can protect yourself. If you find that perfect house, you can go ahead and execute the contract. Diana will put in there what's called an option period. The option period gives you the right to opt out of that contract for no reason whatsoever within a certain amount of days. Here's where that helps you. If you are 99% certain on a property, but not 100%, you can go ahead and write the contract on that property. You're giving the seller maybe, and what are option fees nowadays?
$100.
$100, so maybe $100 or $150. So if you get the home under contract, now the seller is not able to sell that home to anyone else. Think about that for a moment. You're basically asking the seller to give up their right to sell the home to anyone else for $100 or $150 for you to think about it for a period of time. It really is the best money that you're going to spend. So if you find the right house, don't be hesitant to write an offer on that. Just make sure that you're working with a realtor that understands option periods, that executes that in the contract, and that way you can have your couple of days to think about it while you have that home under contract. Because the last thing you want to do is have that home sold to someone else if it truly was the right home.
And like I said, you're going to feel it, so you'll know.
Absolutely. So again, thank you so much for all of your time. I'm Marcel with Guaranteed Rate.
And I'm Diana Barnhouse with the Barnhouse Group at Keller Williams.
If you do have any questions, please reach out. We'd love to answer your questions, be a resource, or help in any way we can. I will talk to you soon, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.